joyous community. Known for pursuing their many passions, this DJing duo enjoys traveling the world, inspiring everyone through workouts and serving as models and role models for a healthy lifestyle. Whether it be in pageantry, modeling, DJing, or fitness, this couple goes above and beyond in all they do. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to another episode of In Love with Me. And as you can see, we have beautiful people, power couple, beauty queens, supermodels, lawyer, guesting with us this afternoon. I'm so happy that they have time to inspire you and motivate you, especially at this time. So without further ado, we will learn and hear their stories. Let me introduce to you guys the beautiful Christi McGarry and the amazing, handsome Eduardo Lara. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hello,
everyone.
I know that both of you have been such an empowering couple, especially this time. Been watching your social media, the music you guys are making. Every sunset, I think of you guys because of the relaxing and upbeat music you guys have been playing. But before we talk about that, please share with us, for the people out there, of course, I know you guys' story, beautiful story on how you are the empowered power couple or even individuals you are today. Of course, we'll start with the beauty queen. Christi, can we start with you?
Sure. Hi, everyone. And thanks again, Mafae, for having us on, to keep people inspired and motivated during this time. And just to allow us to share our experiences and about ourselves. So yeah, first, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for that. Super important, right? Share a little bit our experiences and spray a little bit love and good words for everyone.
Yeah, so I'm Christi McGarry. Some people might know me from competing in Binibining Pilipinas in 2015. I won a crown then. I was crowned Miss Intercontinental Philippines. Then I went later to compete abroad and won first runner-up. But prior to that, I'm Filipino-American. I was born and raised in the States. Born in Jersey City, New Jersey, actually, to a family of all women. So a lot of feminine power there, and I'm very proud of that. And I studied in New York for marketing, and then my mom kind of, I've always been a fan of beauty pageants, but I was always very tomboy growing up. I was very into sports. I played basketball and volleyball my entire school career. And but I still admired beauty queens, and I just thought they were like the most inspiring and most beautiful girls ever, especially Miss Philippines watching from the States. Never actually thought I'd be put in that position, but given my height was one of the the first selling points that my mom was like, you need to join, please, please, please. And I'm just like, oh, finally I mustered up the courage to do it and to train and gain confidence along the way to actually fulfill that career path, which in the end turned into leading to many more opportunities for me. And that's where I decided to transport my home from the States and permanently reside and live here in Manila. And after, during my beauty pageant career, I was still modeling, but after I turned over my crown and my reign was finished, I still continually started to professionally model as a commercial model and fashion and print model. I've done several commercials, but I've also taken up a career path in hosting and in DJing. So that's as far as my career goes. And then we met. Well, first, I guess, should he tell him about himself, or should I say how we met?
Yes, Eduardo first.
Okay, go.
Why the power couple? Because you're powerful individuals. So yes.
First of all, thank you for her mom, right? To inspire her to come to the Philippines.
Yeah, thanks, Mom. I love you.
If you're not gonna happen. Okay. By the way, about me, my name is Eduardo Lara. I'm from Brazil. My family is half Italian, half Brazilian. I live here in the Philippines 6 years already. But before that, I study law. I work as a lawyer for a couple of years in Brazil. But I was searching for more culture. Learning English was a really important point for me because I was in Brazil. Nobody speaks English. Just for you know, it's super hard to find someone who speaks English. And I knew that's gonna improve and help in my career as a lawyer because I would like to work with international companies, and you know, I need to learn that English. So that's why I decided to travel to Australia. Was the first country that I went and lived for almost 2 years and learned that English that was so important for me. Thinking that after that,
you chose a very challenging country to learn English.
I always said it. I was like, I mean, I love Aussies, but their accents much more difficult to understand for me personally. But yeah,
that's true. Actually, people were saying, "Oh, why not States?" And I was thinking about States too. But the girl that I was talking offered me that deal in the school in Australia. And she said, by the way, it's a beautiful country. It's if you've never been there, you want to live there for sure. It's something like, it's so nice. By the way, I learned the English, so I supposed to go back home. I went back home actually for 6 months after this journey in Australia, but I was honestly looking for more after that experience. Like, opened my mind on the way that I want to see more and learn more. The good thing is I always work as a model, so I have model friends around the world, and I was talking to them, and one of them, called Zaidan, invited me to come to the Philippines. So was like my first invited to go abroad and live and work as a model. But before that, I went to Malaysia. I stayed there for a couple months. Finally came to the Philippines. So yes, in the Philippines, as I said, I'm here like 6 years, in and out. Of course, after that, I went to another countries. I think I visited around almost maybe 20 countries already, and just bringing and getting more, as I say, it's more experience, you know, and learning about the culture and getting more, becoming who I am today, liking the travel, liking music, and like fitness. So that's a little bit about me.
yeah, and then we met here. So
and then
and of course, you met Christy, and Christy met you. And
yes.
Now we're here.
And then I become one.
Yeah, we met each other through mutual friends, like Mon Gutierrez. Thank you for being one of the links to us. And now we're engaged. So yeah,
congratulations! I'm so excited, guys, to have a future together. It's gonna be beautiful little Christies and Eduardo.
I know, they're gonna be so cute. I can't wait. Actually, yeah, but in due time, at the right time. Yeah. No rush, no rush. But we're just grateful because we're very much a team, and I think it's really important to find. It doesn't need to be someone you're in a relationship with, but just to find a solid support system or people that surround you or that you spend most of your time with that uplift you. So we're grateful that we're very much a team, and we share a lot of the same goals and interests. We love to travel. We're very fitness and goal oriented, and we love music. We're a DJ duo together as well. So yeah, we wear a lot of hats, but we share the same hats at the same time. So
yeah, so you know, it's so amazing, like what you guys do. Like I said, you know, especially right now, you're motivating everybody at, you know, reminding them how beautiful sunsets are with your music, your lives on social media. But before all that, of course, like you guys both said, you came to the Philippines searching or trying to achieve dreams and goals. And I know how challenging that can be, because I was also in the same boat as you guys, you know, stepping out of my comfort zone and trying to search for, I guess, another exciting time of my life. But of course, it's transition, leaving your family, leaving your friends. How did you both keep motivating yourself during those times? Like Christy, you moved from New Jersey, you said, you know, coming to the Philippines, of course, it's a different culture. And for sure, Eduardo, you know, this is different. You know, we're English speaking Filipinos, but at the same time, it's not the same culture as you are used to it in Brazil, right? So I'll start with Christy. How was that with you? Like, how did you feel coming to the Philippines, and how was your experience?
Well, at first I had attempted it twice actually. I moved in 2010, and I couldn't find my place here at that time yet. I competed in Weekend Filipinas that year, and I won one of the crowns. But after my reign was over, or I wasn't needed to fulfill my duties in the Philippines anymore, I left back to New York. I think I was still young, so I was still searching for where I wanted to go, or trying to figure out what my purpose was. And it was difficult to leave New York because I had already moved to New York. I was living with my best friend. We had our own apartment, so it was a very exciting time for me and for us. And you know, as an adolescent or a young adult, to just figure out that process of where you want to go or where you want to take to, especially as a creative. So taking that leap was not the easiest, but it's something that I definitely don't regret doing at all. I mean, it changed my life. So if you have some sort of drive, you should definitely listen to it. Don't hush it in any way, or don't try to dim that light that's trying to shine within you. And then once coming here, adjusting, of course, there are a lot of things to adjust to. I miss my family dearly, but they were all very supportive of me, which, like I mentioned before, is something I think is really important to have, is a solid support system, whether it's family or friends or, you know, a loved one, or luckily I met Eduardo as well. So that's definitely one of the solid foundations contributing to my success. Even a team that trained me, you know, like Aces, Mama J, even all the Beckys that supported me, you know, the makeup, the entire industry, it all works together as one. So when you start respecting those people around you as well, you gain a network and a solid foundation to keep pursuing that career. So it's a step-by-step process, but also just learning to keep yourself occupied with things that you enjoy, like travel. Like, we love to travel. So I think that's really helped me adjust, doing things that I love. Yeah, I have 2 cats and a dog now. So if you need any form of love that you can gather up for yourself to get you through this, like an adjustment period, then yeah, take it.
I just want to bring it back. I don't know if you remember this memory. It was very memorable to me, the time that you joined. I think I did a talk with your batch.
Yes.
And I gave my testimony on how I also flew from Australia, left my comfort zone, and things like that. And you were the most, sincere. I'm not saying everybody wasn't, but you really made an impact to me, because I know that hearing you really show me how we kind of related at that time. You showed me some tears and you showed me like, wow, if you can do it, I can do it. You want to share a little bit of how you felt at that moment? Because I felt a really strong connection with you. I felt like you realized that you were doing the right thing. I think you were mentioning that you were still young and you were still unsure. Can you share that? Because it was really memorable to me.
Yeah, actually, I think we related to each other on a lot of levels, and just watching you walk into the room then, it's just one of those moments where you aspire, you look up to someone, you're like, oh, well, she's a queen, she was crowned, she was not, born and raised here in the Philippines, which was one of the, something that a lot of fans, or not fans, but people in the pageant community were looking down at me upon for. But watching you stand up in front of that room and kind of hold the attention of all the girls, I was also very drawn to you. And I was just grateful that, with your inspiration and your push and your story and your experience, it kind of motivated me, or just like, gave me that little push to know that I was also capable. Because like you mentioned, I was coming from a time where I was a little bit unsure. I wasn't as confident. I wasn't as trained. You know, I'm a tomboy in a gown. I'm like, how do I do this? You know, but in another country without any friends.
I country from your family too.
Yeah, right? Yeah. It was a lot of pressure too to, you know, make my family proud, to also want to make the Philippines proud, and to fill those shoes, because you know, it's a responsibility once you wear that crown. So all those things combined, and then knowing that, you know, you did what you did, and the way that you carried yourself as well, with confidence, but with poise and elegance as well. Yeah, it was something that I looked up to. And so I'm glad that, you know, we related to each other then, and we still do now.
Yeah, of course. You know, you're
where you guys are.
One of the women I saw from when you first came out here. I think we did some fashion shows together, and that's what I love. Like, you know, you're fresh. You're refreshing. Both of you, you're refreshing to the fashion industry, because, you know, when you have individuals like you come in and just show how happy you are, I think there's moments where people tend to stay in this, like,
warm zone.
My Aussie friend was telling me, like, a flat line. Like, people don't see that, okay, you should be motivated of other people that come in the industry. You know, don't see them as a competition. See them as, you know, inspiration.
Oh my God, totally. I don't believe in competition, especially in the industry. It's never supposed to be like that. I mean, we're all supposed, especially as women as well, we're supposed to uplift each other. We're supposed to share experiences, not tear each other down. I'm like, that's a super, super, super big point for me. Like, never compete against your peers, or never try to be someone else, or say I'm not good enough, or, you know, don't compare yourself to others. That's not, you can aspire, you know, you can aspire, and you can work together, and you can share experiences, and you can be inspired by someone, but don't, you know, don't compare yourself to anyone. That's a big rule. Stay authentic to who you are as well. I mean, you know.
Yeah, totally. I mean, for you, Eduardo, you know, before you met Christi, of course, you had your challenges, especially being foreigner, and I'm sure you understand the language now, but before all that, like, how did you keep yourself motivated? And I'm sure you fell in love with the country. That's why you stayed longer than usual. But during those times of your challenges through the modeling industry, how did you overcome them, and what did you do to keep yourself motivated?
Yeah, I think I get all this motivation before, while I was studying, because I stayed too much, like, you know, just doing the same thing, having the same routine, going to the office, seeing the judges, and having the same lifestyle. So I was always wishing and want to have a free time and want to do what I really like to do. So what motivated me was that I finish what my, how can I say, my family thinks. I also think it's good to have, you know, a diploma. You have, you know, study first to later on go through your dreams or your goals or whatever is it. A good thing is my family, they also support me. So it's a good point for me. They are always happy with what I'm doing. So it's a really motivated thing for me. And wow, living here or living abroad somehow give me putting me in the position that I need to put out everything that I have, the best what I have. That's why where I come from, the DJ, and where I come from, the fitness. It's really two things, two pillars, two, like, you know, important points for me. That's all my motivations come from.
Yeah.
So I found that stamina, once I'm working out or motivating people to work out, that feeling that come after, or see the people, you know, getting that goal, or like finally inspired somehow. That feeling, that's what is important. That's motivating me a lot.
So I guess that's what the rewarding feeling for both of you is, you know, if we're talking about the health and fitness, is you guys coaching others or inspiring others to just work out, just get up, right? So with that, how did you guys start? Did you have your own individual rituals and habits when it came to working out and being fit, or was it when you guys got together that you were more into your health and fitness?
Eduardo's always been fit, I think. I think he was born fit. I don't know. I think he was born, like our babies are gonna have little 6-pack abs when they come out or something, but he takes a lot of pride in it. I'm really proud of him. He always says that he's been working out since he was, what, 15?
15 years old, yeah.
He's done like fitness competitions before. I was always a competitive person. I really enjoyed sport. Like I mentioned, I love playing ball and basketball and volleyball. But back then, that was my only form of activity. And it was sport and team oriented. You know, it was practice and it was games. And once I stopped playing, when I went to college for marketing, and I didn't want to join the team, I kind of lost that, you know, that portion of my life of like physical activity. And it wasn't until, well, of course, Beanie Beanie, when I needed to start to get my body back into more shape, where I started again. But even then, I wasn't in a habit of something that I enjoyed, because I missed sport. That was just what I know, you know. I wasn't motivated by going to the gym, or I didn't even know about body weight exercises that much that I can do. And it wasn't until Eduardo, like, honestly and truly kind of, you know, opened the doors for me, even as far as like eating healthier, because I'm a burger queen. Like, I can eat cheeseburgers all day. That's just
It's still eating.
Yeah, I mean, it's still who I am. Yeah,
right?
and actually, and I've learned, yeah, like girls, don't torture yourselves. You girls can all have that cheat day. You can eat your burgers and pizza, just not every day, okay? But just try to balance it out with some exercise, and it's just so good for your just for feeling good. There's endorphins when you work out if you do it properly, and if you're doing the exercises that work for you or that you enjoy. So
yeah, just find the exercise or the type of move that you like to do, that you enjoy to do. Like, for example, all your family like basketball. It's like, you know, that's the thing. My family likes soccer. That's why I start to working out and have this good feeling about movement to be more alive. Since before I was a child, and everyone in Brazil likes soccer, so we were playing soccer all day long on the street. So from that time, that the things come from me, and I also like to fight. I like to Muay Thai, and so those sports give me the push.
Yeah,
so
he studied Muay Thai in Thailand. Oh, he did.
Yes, one of my travels I went to Thailand. I spent a couple days there doing a retreat with the monks to learn a little bit more about the philosophy and about the
discipline,
the Muay Thai, the discipline, and everything. But one thing I wanted to make clear: I'm not crazy for fitness. I'm not that guy to eat sweet potatoes and eggs all day long, and that's why we trying to find a balance. That's where I think part of the happiness is, because if you're just to one side, just to fitness, yes, of course you're gonna hit that goal, that body, or that thing that you want. But at the same time, you're not eating that pizza that's so good, like maybe some junk food anyway. Something that you like to, cakes or whatever. So I just learn and I teach myself to eat those things too. So we do it, but not all the time. And doing like, for example, 80% eating health, 20% eating whatever you want, and really whatever you want. I like soft drinks too.
He loves Coca-Cola. That's his weakness.
But I don't drink it all the time. I give and not too much too. So I think balance is the most important thing when you think about health, when you think about lifestyle.
Yeah, and also, like we mentioned, it's also about not just finding the exercises that you like, but also finding the people that would like to do it with you, or that you can, do things together with. Like we're part of a group that we've created called Impact. So we're 8 friends, all like-minded individuals who have a passion for fitness, but also balance and adventure, and just just having a group that motivates you and inspires you, and with a like-minded goal of staying healthy.
The mindset is the key. That's where impact came from. Once I'm here in the Philippines, I meet other guys that has the same goal, the same desire. They want to have a good life in the same way. So that's why it's Noel Agra, Sana Daji, and Pedro Fernandez, all from different countries. Pedro is from Brazil too. Sam is from Persia. Noel is a Filipino American. But we have something in common, that we like to move, we like to do exercise. So all the time you're searching for different exercises and, putting it together. So it's so nice. For us, it's kind of like a playground. When I go to a race, for me, it's not a competition as I'm going to go there to win from someone. It's kind of remember me when I was child or something like this, like going through obstacles with my friends, and you see that you have the good feeling when you conquer that obstacle. That's why I think OCR, it's really nice sport, because you don't need to do everything is there. Maybe a couple people are not going to be able to do one thing or another in the beginning.
But you can learn.
Yeah. That's the point. You can learn and you can progress in that thing, and you can get you can hit the goal, you can climb that mountain. And the sensation to do that thing, it's so good, can bring it to you, use the same feeling, the same way to see problems as just an obstacle, and you go through it. So you find a way. Gonna be over, under, side, but you're gonna go through your problem or your obstacle that you have in life.
Yeah, after I finished 21 kilometers, I honestly, like, after that race, I felt like I can do anything in the entire world, like invincible.
Yeah, I think that what's key there is, surrounding yourself with people that would empower you and keep a positive mindset, make it fun.
Yes.
With your same group now, are you guys working out through Zoom maybe, now that we're locked down, quarantine? How are you guys working out right now?
Well, we've been holding Zoom. Recently, we just did a Zoom workout. It was held or hosted by Red Bull Philippines for a group of gamers, because we have a really big gaming community here. So that was a lot of fun to do a virtual Zoom workout. And other than that, Impact also holds. They're holding webinars talking about fitness and tips about anything under the sun, just about how to stay occupied and active during quarantine, or what motivates them as well. But what you can do at home is take a look into more body weight exercises. There's also like yoga is a really awesome way to work out from home, and animal flow, which are all minimal or no equipment based movements. So
yeah. So from home, you can choose if you want to do something more hyper. Of course, you can do like HIIT, high intensity interval training exercise. Just the name is fancy, but it's super simple. It's just 45 seconds exercise, 30 seconds rest between those numbers. So you do like a 10 exercise during 20 or 30 minutes and you're done for the day. And it's really nice because you put your heart rate up. Once you do that, you keep burning fat during the time you're not working out anymore. So during the night you're sleeping, you're still burning fat because you make it super
you're increasing your metabolism, you're increasing your heart rate, so you're just burning even after the workout. I love HIIT. I think that's what we do the most.
It's efficient and you don't need much time to do it, and you need to do during that time. So it's kind of push for you. So you do or do it. There is no other way. If you like something more relaxed or something more stretchy and those ways, I like yoga too. So we like this two like, how can I say, yin and yang, right?
Yes. Yes. That's why it's another balance. I do yoga, not every day, but almost I try to. Well, every other day or at least a few times a week with my friend Val.
Yeah.
Val. Hi Val. She's actually holding a class. We're in a small yoga group, so we're lucky enough that we have her teaching us 3 classes every day. She's actually doing her class right now, so Oh, hi, but she can't hear me. But yeah, I missed out on it today because of the webinar, but totally awesome. And other than that, I also have my best friend, Carmina, who's a yoga instructor. She's from New York, but now she's moved to Berlin. So one of the crazy things is I'm more active in these classes now than I would have been prior to lockdown, if that makes sense. So it's kind of a silver lining there. Like I'm able to connect and do my best friend's yoga class in Berlin, which wasn't an option before. So you know, there's always ways or alternatives. There's free classes everywhere, guys. So
yeah, get it expired. Learn new things. I think that's the best you can do now on those times. I was really into a breath workout, so I was really learning and searching and like trying to do and learn how to really the right way to have your breath. So it's something like it's incredible because everyone is staying the same system. You just have the breath the normal way that you do, but you need to expand and use in different ways and hold your breath. And there's a lot of like crazy things around it, but in the end, it's something so simple that I learned and I like to share with my friends too. So the breath workout, meditation, yoga, and the heat. So it's that's our
little cocktail, our little cocktail of mental and physical exercises that keep us really grounded. And yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way. It only takes about an hour of your day, and everyone has a lot more time now. So there's a lot less excuses to want to just try to input that some part of your day. It doesn't need to be every day, or it doesn't need to be a certain exercise every day. You can switch it up. We do try to meditate every morning though, but yes.
Don't get too crazy. That's the secret. So if you're not to get bored and don't want to work out anymore or do that thing, but you need kind of have a discipline, and it's worked for me. I like to do wake up in the morning, have my cold shower, make a cup of tea, and go straight to my breath workout, follow the meditation. So I really like to start my day like this. I think I organize my ideas. I can have a clear vision about how my day gonna go through. So it's not a crazy thing, and it's something that really works for me. And I hope for people who listen it and I want to do it too helps, because bringing me much more. How can I say? I'm feel more confident through those bad times, because I think it's super normal. Everyone feel bad. There's times that you feel you not feel that good. So through those methods, through those exercise, you release a little bit of your stress and go through this.
It's all about balance. I have a few questions for you guys.
I saw that. Okay.
So Alex is asking, since I have PCOS, I am limited to doing light workouts. What light workouts are best to lose weight? Do you know?
Isometric movements, no? Like
yes.
I guess it would be, that's considered light, right?
Which one?
Like isometric movements, like for example, plank poses. Or there's certain sit-up positions that you can stay and just hold for a long period of time. They're called isometric because you're not moving. It's just holding a position. It's almost like yoga, but you can do a lot of different positions for it. Yeah, you should Google that. There's a bunch. I think that's considered light. There's also all types of yoga that you can do, which are considered light, but they still burn fat because there's a lot of holding of positions. It depends on what type of yoga you're doing.
Yeah, if you want to try something as an animal flow, it's a really good exercise too. It's kind of mixing of yoga and of course animal movements. So you just you can do it in your own path. So you don't need to go fast. If you have a problem or you have something that you cannot, like some problem has a back
limiting you,
has a back problem or a knee problem or something, you can really choose the type of exercise and the sequence that you want your flow. So it's really interesting for me too, because I also have a back problem. And a couple years ago, I was like feeling so much pain. I cannot work out very well. And through those exercises, through the yoga, animal flow, and a lot of stretch, making me much better. I kind of make stronger my back. And today I can consider myself free of those problems, right?
And of course, Google is our best friend also. Right?
Google some isometric movements, Google animal flow, and some yoga, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good. Thanks for sharing that, Eduardo. Okay, another one. Have you ever had struggles with body image? If so, how did you cope up with it? Who would like to answer that one?
I definitely did. I was always extremely tall. I think I was the second tallest person in my entire school when I was in grammar school, and the only other person taller than me was an African-American boy. So it was just me and him, like two giants, and everyone made fun of me. All the boys made fun of me. I never thought I was ever gonna like have a boyfriend ever growing up because they called me Oak Tree, Betty Spaghetti, Bugs Bunny, because I was like gangly and had like really big teeth. And yeah, I mean, I never really took it that seriously. Like I said, I was a tomboy, so I kind of would just like brush it off. But of course, internally, it still kind of bugged me or hurt or like hit my confidence levels in a certain way. But then you just kind of learn how to come into your own, especially like now I learned that being tall is a blessing, especially in the modeling industry. So I'm just like, I feel lucky now, to be honest, you know? So it's just about really coming into your own and learning that every single person looks different. Everyone has their own unique sense of beauty. I mean, even me being a morena, that used to be kind of frowned upon in the industry when I was here. And now it's like almost being praised, which is awesome. And not saying that, you know, fair-skinned people aren't. It's still now it's just like, you know, everyone's being appreciated, and everyone also have their time to appreciate certain things. There's all different types. You can look at different types of models, especially editorial models, that have a look that's so distinguished or so different, almost otherworldly sometimes, but they're considered so beautiful, but it's not your standard, what most people's standard of beauty are. But there's a niche and there's a market for anyone or for everyone. And body positivity and body love is so important. I mean, we work out because it feels good, and we like to maintain this kind of figure for ourselves because that's what we love. But you don't need to force yourself to look a certain way according to any type of, you know, beauty standard that's on the internet or whatever influencer that, you know, you think is the bomb when she's probably not, you know. It's all about just learning to respect and love yourself and what feels good for you.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to, as you say, there is no standard for beauty. Everyone has your own beauty in different ways. But going straight to the point, I think if you're struggling with something, you're supposed to use it as a motivation and try to work on it. And that's how I truly think. If you're struggling with something, get it as a motivation and go through that thing. If you're, in my case, I was too skinny all my life. I was super skinny. I was too tall and skinny. So it wasn't that attractive. It wasn't that good, and in general saying, right? So was my motivation to start to work out, and everything comes after this. But go step by step. Don't want to have this Victoria's Secret body by tomorrow, if it's your goal. Okay, so don't think it's gonna be tomorrow, but definitely it's gonna be soon. So you need to work on it. So get as a motivation the point that you're struggling with your body.
You just have to get up and start.
Find people who inspire you, right? For example, Raymond Gutierrez. He was someone.
What a story!
In our circle.
So proud of you, Mon.
Right? Yeah. Was he always was struggling with but was a point that he just decided to change it, and he's a good sample for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you just have to start somewhere. Like Christi and Eduardo are saying, it doesn't happen overnight. But if you can just do the step one now, I mean, like you can see it gets really, you know, part of your habit, right? It gets you see the results, and then you're hungry for another exercise or another workout. I know, you know, just to share, I just, I gave birth 5 months ago, and at that time I was like, oh my gosh, I look at you guys all working. I want to work out right now. But then, my position, since I was cesarean, there were limits. So it also depends where your situation or what you're going through right now. Of course, you have to be patient. And it does happen. Once you just get up, and like they said, there's like quick workouts that you can find online, or yoga if you want to start, just with light weights first. Okay, I have a question for you. What is something new you want to learn, or have you learned during this quarantine? From Kylie.
Hi, Kylie.
Hello.
Just one thing about the last question though, if I say, like once you guys start to see the progress, it gets addicting. Yeah. So use that as your first incentive. Like when you first start to see your progress, then you're gonna like you mentioned, Mafae, you're gonna be hungry for it.
Yeah.
So
find a motivation, find what you like to do. Everyone say that, but it's really true. And sometimes you just let it go and go do some class that someone is doing, just But I think you need to try and do something that you like to do. That's the most important thing.
Yeah. Okay, something that we'd like to learn, or what we did learn.
Oh, you've learned already during this time.
I'm learning Portuguese, which is awesome. It's a really cool. I mean, I've already been practicing a little bit, but we've got a lot of time. So, do they mean like learn as in like a skill, or learn something like mentally, like an emotional?
Both.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, learn a language, guys. Learn an instrument. It's like I'm trying to pick up guitar, but one of my 6 string is broken. I'm having a hard time trying to find someplace. Does anyone know? By the way, anyone out there, if anyone knows where to buy a 6 string to deliver to me, let me know.
Maybe the thing's open now.
Yeah, maybe it'll start to open soon. And I'm also learning how to cook because I suck at it. Eduardo's an amazing chef. I'm the dishwasher, but I'm like, you know what? I will switch these roles, and I will cook a nice meal for you. So that's something that I've been working on as well.
We learned how to save money. It's an important point too, right?
That's one.
Very good point. Yeah, how to economy, how to be savvy. We've also learned how to push our creativity and find ways to be creative, especially in the industry during this time, and how to, just generate content, and we've learned more how to inspire people and motivate people now than we have before. I mean, we've always been,
Yeah, I think now we have more time to think about everything, and also about us, and to see the points that you're missing before. So that's small details that in my case, is supposed to do, that I'm doing now, that I'm feeling better. I can express myself much better than before. And yes, I learned a lot about breath work. That's why I'm saying. There's a guy, I think you guys know, the Iceman. His name is Wim Hof.
Wim Hof, yeah.
He has his method and stuff. From him, I start to learn, getting other people that talk about the same thing, get more and more inspirations. So I learn a lot about it. And okay, last thing, how to do the proper meditation, how I can find the real time, be calm, with nothing in mind, to do my meditation. Before, I thought I was doing it, but it was too distracted. I have so many other things coming to my mind. Now, with the quarantine, we need to stay at home. So I make my corner meditation area where I get inspiration for it. So I learn how to listen more about my thoughts, and that's it.
Yeah, totally. Meditation's been super, super helpful. I recommend it for people. People might think it's a little bit, I don't know if they think it's out there, but it's totally not. It's very just, it's starting and leading your day with an intention as well. So that's really important, especially now during these kind of like weird, kind of strange unknown times where, no one knows what's next, or, it's a way to release fear and just succumb to the now. And to be present, which is really important. So I guess what I've learned also, like emotionally or like mentally, is how to, to be more present and to be more grateful,
Mm-hmm.
especially toward Mother Nature and, you know, it's the force that she is. And just to appreciate a lot more little things that we used to take for granted. So those are a lot of things that I will learn, even just like walking my dog, running with my dog outside. Like, we can't wait to do that again. I think we're allowed to soon, but we can't run together yet. So that's still, you know, that's something that we missed. Even just like sunsets, like you mentioned. Yeah. So just to put more gratitude into your life and to be grateful for the things that we do have and what we used to take for granted. So.
And of course, you both are not the powerful individuals or power couple you are today without people that you look up to. Can you share who those people, your mentors, or just people that you admire that help shape who you are today?
Cool. I'm gonna start with a guy. Actually, it's good for everyone who's listening now. He teach us how to do this. Let me get a sample here, there, guys.
Love it.
Okay, so this is a process or a method that we learned from a friend in Paris. Two of our friends got married, and we were introduced to one of their friends who, you know, we shared some wine and cheese in his place, and he showed us what he did with simple water bottles.
So simple as are you saying? There's just water here. We write a word in a water bottle. So every time that you drink it, you think about that word. Like, for example, this one is sucesso in Portuguese, meaning success in English. We have, this one is the most important, that means health. So what does it mean? Simple bottle that we just wrote the name in here. And once you drink it, you think about that word. So be grateful for that feeling, that word. So the water gonna transform that feeling more powerful, you know? So that's what we learned.
Yeah, there's a Japanese philosopher. Well, actually, he's a scientist, Masaru Murato. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing him correctly, but he wrote an entire book, and it's scientifically proven that water attracts. It has memory. So if you put an intention, or even if it listens to a blessing or a song, it can retain that energy and it crystallizes. So if you insert that energy into your body, it's just a way to put intention into your life.
Yeah, the vibration of the water can be like easily changed.
Right.
So if you put a right vibration and you drink it, you put it inside of your body. And with that, we learn to drink much more water.
Yes.
So those bottles is around our house. So every time you just pick up the bottle and drink. So make us drink like 300% more water than you always drink.
And water is life, guys. Water is the key. Drink a lot of water. That's the way to keep healthy skin. That's the way to replenish and, you know, to rejuvenate your body and to cleanse your body. It's just water, water, water. I don't drink it. Actually, don't drink anything else really, but like fresh smoothies. And water, maybe some wine sometimes. Of course,
and make it fun. we get different bottles, and for example, this one here is magic. So why not drink a little bit of magic with love? So you put it together and just drink as a drink, like as you do with tequila, right? Because everyone like to cheers the tequila. We also do tequila. We love it, but
it's balanced, guys. Like we said, it's balanced.
But the water was something super important.
So yeah, if you guys are looking for a fun activity to do, get some water balls on you, some nail polish, write a word of intention, and start drinking your water daily, and watch all the good things come to you. It's law of attraction. You know?
Yeah, drink with the true intention. That's the most important thing here. It's just to remember you all the time, those words that you think you remember, that you think you're grateful, but during the day you forget it. So once you have the bottle, if you remember, and why not? It's water.
That's amazing, guys. You know, something simple like that is very powerful to share. I actually never thought of that, but that's such a great idea. You know, we are 70% water.
Yes, exactly.
Right? So
Exactly.
what you hear, what you see, if it's positive, it really creates that positive crystals. I saw that theory. I think I had another friend who shared that with me, and I was just like amazed on how they were doing the example of showing water and how the crystal was formed, if it was shown rock and roll, or rock and roll music was
Yes.
played,
Yeah.
or if it was
Prayer,
what do you call it, like
gospel music.
yes, yes, like opera. So
Yeah.
it really does affect us on what we listen to, what we hear, what we say. So that is such a perfect thing to start, guys. The habit that Christi and Eduardo are doing. I love that. I'm gonna start doing that. I have all my kids with a water bottle, so I'm gonna have them.
Have each of them paint one. That'd be so cute.
Yeah. So I guess we can wrap up by, I mean, you guys have shared so many motivating and inspiring advice already, but let's keep adding to that. What can you guys share that can really help and motivate people who are listening, my students here with you in the Philippines, around the world, because of course we're all in this together. What's your piece of love that you can share with everyone from both of you?
I think let's start from the beginning. I think feel bad is normal. So everyone get the thing. Don't think it's just with you. What's happening is with all the world. So it's not just with you or your family, your community. So I think the best to do right now is be grateful for what you have, and from that, getting and waiting for the next step. So step by step. That's what I can share for you. If not, you get too crazy. If not, you go over too far, and there is no answer now. It's normal. There is no answer for many things. So take care of your body, being as much health as possible. So it is gonna bring you much more energy to sustain yourself, to sustain good thoughts too. Try to get out of acid people, or just getting your phone all the time. Try to get out of this a little bit too. It's a really good tip, because if you're not, you get in that zone that attracts you too much. So if you like to read a book. Everyone say that, but that's important too. And improve yourself. That's my tip for now. Improve yourself as much as possible. So when they open the gates, you're gonna be ready for the new jungle.
Christi?
Well said. I think he hit a lot of points that I wanted to hit. But yeah, right now it's a very unique time in history where the entire world is literally going through the exact same situation. So like he mentioned, it's not a time to feel isolated, even if you are, but not feeling like you're the only one carrying these type of emotions. But there is a way to look for the silver lining and realize that it's a unique opportunity for the entire world to also improve as like for humanity, basically. And like you said, to improve yourself. Here's a perfect opportunity for you to teach yourself as much self-love as possible. Self-care, take care of your body, rediscover yourself, because now is an opportunity for you to learn new things, to create, to spend time with people, or, the things that you never had time to do before, whether that's, getting in touch with your body through exercise, or, learning a new skill, or, hugging the ones at home that you're with, if you are with your loved ones and you're lucky to be with them. And yeah, just take this opportunity to breathe, be in the moment, and don't look too far ahead, and don't look behind either. But my best friend said something beautiful that said, imagine yourself as kind of right now as like a buoy in the ocean. We're all just kind of floating, but find stillness and find calmness in it. Don't resort to panic or fear, and yeah, continue to love yourself, because self-love is the most important. So,
and it's perfect episode of In Love with Me. Thank you guys again. First, before we say see ya, we want to say hi to Peter Peck. Thank you for always being tuned in. Jim Ryan Ross is tuned in. Love you.
Hi, Jim.
Also Vanessa Ohayon. They said, hey, Christy, gorgeous as always.
Oh, thanks, Vanessa.
For your 2 hands up. Takeaway from these 2 beautiful individuals: be intentional, surround yourself with positive people, succumb to the now, meditate, and be grateful. And of course, drink lots of water. And with that, actions speak louder than words. And thank you again to these 2 beautiful power couple for being with me this afternoon. And guys, please tune in again to the next In Love With Me episode with other motivational and inspiring people that I'll be having and chatting with. So again, thank you.
Thank you, Mafae. Thank you so much.
Thank you for everyone who's there.
Guys, you too. We can talk on and on and on. But hold on, let me get off us live so we can catch up some more.